My name is Nicole Iden, and I am the Geographic Information System Manager at the Arizona Department of Health Services. I'm so excited to share with you today an exciting new website that will streamline information gathering for community profiles across the state. Community profiles exist to give the public health a clear, consistent way to understand and describe communities. They bring key data together in one place so users can identify needs, compare areas, support planning and grants, and communicate information confidently using trusted, citable numbers. All of that information looks fantastic. We took quite a bit of time to make sure that it looks great on smartphones, so you don't need to be at a desktop. You can pull out your smartphone and you can get all of the same great information. Are you ready to see the new community profile site? Come with me, let's go. So it's got a search bar. It makes it really easy for you to be able to find a community. I type in Levine, it zooms directly to the community. And to bring up the information, you simply click on the map to select that community and then click on the infographic button. And it brings up a page with all of the different tabs, which I will walk through. The first page includes demographic and socioeconomic data. And this tells us who lives here. So you can see we've got things for the total population. What is the population density of this community? One of my favorite things is to look at the age classes by sex for this community. And you can see that we have the majority of the population are 20 to 44 years old, and we have a lot of young kids. So this tells me that there are a lot of families living in this community. We've also got some data on median household income and how much renters are paying for rent. And what's really interesting to me is you can look at this community and understand the race and ethnicity. So we see the majority of the population are Hispanic or Latino. We can take a look at their educational attainment and see what kind of not only high school, but post-high school degrees in education that they have. The other nice thing that is available to us is that we can take any of these and we can compare them to the county and to the state. So if we click on, median household income, I wonder how that compares. How is that compared to the rest of Maricopa County and to the rest of Arizona? Click on it, and you can see that the median household income is higher than Maricopa County and higher than the state of Arizona. And we've incorporated that into any of these. You can click on them and you can see how it compares to the county and to the state. The community profiles are much, much more than a report. They provided trusted, citable data while helping people in a more interactive way understand the communities that they serve and that they're planning for. Eugene wants to take a look at Yuma. So we'll go down to Yuma. We can actually see that the majority of the population here is in the 20 to 24 age group. And again, it looks like there's families, there's moms, there's kids, and a lower populations of 65 plus. We also see here, taking a look at another risk factor, that there are mobile housing units, 20%. And then the median household income. And again, we can click on that and we can see that Yuma has a lower median household income than Yuma County in Arizona. So those are some interesting bits of information. The other thing that I noticed when I'm looking at this is that the population, the majority are Hispanic and Latino, and that almost half of the households speak a language other than English at home. So when thinking about doing public health outreach and advertising any cooling centers that would go in, Eugene might consider putting out those information materials in Spanish. There is another community next door over here, Fortuna Foothills in Yuma County. So we'll just compare, contrast these two communities, which are right side by side. And this paints an entirely different picture. We can see that the population is much older. Here's where the seniors are living. They have even less of a household income, and they're paying a large proportion of their income is being contributed to rent. So these are people with limited financial resources. Additionally, a large number live in mobile housing units. A large majority of the population is white. So in terms of planning out for cooling centers, you might take two different approaches in these two different communities. You might try something different in Yuma versus Fortuna Foothills. Okay, that's the community profiles, and I really hope that you have enjoyed the demonstration. Data will be refreshed throughout the year as census data and different department data sets are finalized. We have a searchable data dictionary that is within the app. And then the other thing, if you want to get your hands on the data that I've shown, we've got that posted in an open GIS data portal, and you can go directly from the app, click on a link, and be able to go out and download the same data that we have within the application. I encourage you to explore this tool, use it in your communications and planning, and share your feedback so that we can keep improving it. Thank you.